Don't make every fight your fight. Honestly, it's exhausting. This probably sounds crazy.
And that feels good to me.
Hey everybody, I'm JusmeShakoyahD and welcome to my bubble. This channel is for Black women who are on their self-love journey and are learning to put themselves first and take off their superwoman capes. My bubble is my safe space to express myself as I inspire you to do the same. This is Love the Creative Black Woman, a series where we self-care through crafting as we connect on our self-love journey together. So we are talking about helping versus saving, and oh no, not helping versus saving, helping versus supporting, as well as not fixing everything. I don't know about y'all, but I'll be ready to fix, okay? And I don't know why. In a previous episode, I did mention that I had been reading a book by Louise Hay, which is You Can Heal Your Life. And as I was going through it, I realized that subconsciously, I'm going to be completely honest. Moment of vulnerability for me. Okay, so there are certain, I guess, ailments, let's say, me having, knee pain or whatever. Certain things that that maybe I've gone to physical therapy for, but I haven't fully healed from because I subconsciously, I guess, felt like I needed to always have at least one thing to fix. So rather than allowing my body to completely heal, I have just kind of allowed the pain to linger a little bit. Listen, don't judge me. Like I said, it was subconscious. I didn't know until more recently. So now a part of my self-love and my healing journey is actually really taking care of me and my body because, I didn't know. I just thought, okay, I had knee pain when I was younger. And I'm gonna say, I was in middle school. So it was around my growth spurt that it started. And I used to play soccer. And I was, always on the field. So I'm playing soccer and I'm going to the doctor. I went to the doctor about my knee pain. I went to a specialist. And a lot of the time, basically they were like, it's growing pain. It should go away when I stop growing. I grew quickly and I stopped, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. It's not like I had a growth spurt that lasted 7 years. One night I woke up and I was taller, okay? And I had a little bit of boobs and I had a little bit of butt. It happened overnight, basically. Alright, y'all said growing pains. Maybe I'm supposed to be getting taller. I don't know. 4 or 5 years passed. My knee still hurt. Why my knee still hurt and y'all keep talking about it's growing pains, that means y'all not really looking. So, said all of that to say, at some point I did go to a physical therapy for it, and I don't know, I thought I was just slacking off on my exercises, and that's the consequences of, alright, you leave the physical therapy office feeling great, and then you not holding yourself accountable to actually do the exercises outside of that. But now that I'm older, and it's about, let's say, 15 years later, I'm like, oh, maybe this is something subconscious that I'm holding on to that I haven't quite processed yet. And what I found is that part of it is my idea that, things just need to be fixed and I need to have something to fix because I'm a superwoman. So I got to have stuff to, to swoop in and save people from and on. And so, I mean, of course, I got to save myself. This is my little project. This probably sounds crazy. But I really believe that subconsciously, I wasn't doing those exercises after I left the physical therapy office because that was something that I created a need for within my mind subconsciously. And likely that was because I saw all of the superwomen around me. I still see all the superwomen around me fixing things and doing things for other people and making sure everybody else is okay. But any of their ailments and things, they don't really take care of them. And it's if those are the people that I'm looking up to, then subconsciously I'm modeling modeling my life after them and my body after them and stuff like that. So for me, I really had to just take a moment and think and be like, well, is that something that I want to hold on to? Is that something that I want to continue for my lineage to see? Like, when I do have kids, do I want my daughter to feel like, oh, she can't take care of herself, or she doesn't know how to take care of herself, or she never seen me take care of myself, so she doesn't know what the value of self-love and self-care is? And I want my daughter to know she don't gotta fix everything, because I felt so obligated to have something to fix for so many years. And honestly, it's exhausting. It's genuinely exhausting. And on top of that, when you are a superwoman, yeah, you're fixing everything for everybody, but you're not giving yourself a break. Because you start to think, if I don't help, if I don't fix this thing, then who else is gonna do it? Is this even gonna get done? Okay, they need help. I'm self-sufficient. I don't need help. Or at least you haven't taken inventory of your needs to actually see if you needed help. Or maybe you're like me and you have issues asking for help. So you're like, I'm good. You know, I carry the weight of the world all the time. So why would I take a break? You know, life doesn't stop. So why would I take a break? But it's not what you think. It's not the thing that's gonna break the world. That's what I had to realize. It's not gonna break the world for you to take a break. The world is not gonna fall apart because you decided, I'm not gonna fix anything today. It's not. Because if it was, it would have fell apart back when you was a baby or before you was born, and the globe is still intact. It might look a little crazy out here, but most of these problems out here ain't your problem to fix anyway. So that's the thing. Like, of course, deal with the things that are in regard to you. Deal with the things that pertain to your life and your family and, you know, for the betterment of yourself. But don't make every fight your fight. Don't make everybody's moment yours. Don't make their time of hardship your time of hardship. Just because they're going through a thing doesn't mean that you have to go through it too. And I think the sooner that we realize that, the sooner we'll realize the value of actually putting ourselves first. The sooner we'll actually learn what it looks like to put ourselves first. Because I know for me, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what it felt like. I'm like, y'all keep saying these words, but they not ringing a bell. I gotta do this for myself. What do you mean? What do you mean? And that's really what life is about. Yes, you want to do things for other people, you want to serve other people, but like, and everybody always says this, but like, you really can't pour from an empty cup. If you have a cup and it has nothing in it, there's nothing that's gonna pour out. And then, you know, what's gonna be left is just you feeling empty. It's not gonna be anybody else feeling empty, because 9 times out of 10, that person is gonna go to somebody else to get filled up. So making sure that you pour back into yourself. Now, you find people that will pour back into you as well. But also knowing that, release whatever you feel like you have a need to fix. Just release it. Like, give yourself the permission to not fix a thing. And yes, it may hurt you, but you can do it. I believe in you. If I can do it, you can do it. And just like, take a self-care day. Like, just take a moment. It sounds super simple. It is very simple, actually. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it is simple. And I think this even goes back to the idea of vulnerability. I had to be so vulnerable with myself to realize that I was holding on to a need to have to fix things. And then realizing, like, oh, this stemmed from the people that I looked up to as a child. They all were in fix-it mode all the time. And I mean, as a child, yeah, you cleaning up after my mess. And you're fixing things for like me and all our little cousins and stuff like that. Like, my siblings, I'm seeing you guys do things for us all the time. I'm not seeing y'all do nothing for y'all. I'm seeing y'all fix things for people all the time. I'm not seeing you do anything for you. Only thing I seen growing up my superwomen doing was maybe working, or maybe they'll buy themselves something here and there, which is great. That's a great form of self-care as well. But on a regular basis, I was not seeing the self-care. I was not seeing the self-love. I just wasn't seeing it. I feel like there was stuff poured into me for me to love myself and different things like that. But hearing it and I feel like seeing it, they make a world of difference. I didn't know what it looked like. I knew what it sounded like. I knew certain affirmations that I could use. I knew, I guess, the idea of it. Maybe that's what it was. I knew the idea of self-love. And I was intrigued by the concept, but I had never seen what it looked like. I've seen what love to another person looked like, but I hadn't seen what it looked like for self-love. I just knew I was told to love myself. I was told to make sure that I love myself, but I didn't know what that meant. I know it was instilled in me, and I'm glad that it was. Because, I mean, that's why we're here right now. This is literally why I started this podcast, was because of my self-love journey and me figuring it out, and me wanting to talk to all of you about self-love and the importance, and, you know, inspire you to do some self-love, some self-caring for yourselves, because it's important and it can be fun and it doesn't have to feel like a chore. Even though it sounds like a chore. And I know there are people who actually don't even like the term self-care. So you could call it whatever you want to. But just make sure you incorporate it into your life. I think that is the key. That is important. Dear Black woman, love on yourself, okay? Allow yourself to self-care. Allow yourself to be the change that you want to see as far as your self-love journey. It's not easy, but it is simple. You don't have to fix it. Put it down. You do not have to fix it. It don't gotta be yours to carry. The world is not gonna fall apart because you decided to take a moment to focus on yourself, to breathe, and to show yourself some love. It's not. It hasn't yet, so I guarantee you it's not going to. You are loved. You are safe. And it's time that you show yourself some love. Love the creative Black woman. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode. I will see you guys next week, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you can identify with the fact that you like to fix things and you are typically the one fixing things for other people. Share your story down below. This is our safe space to express ourselves, guys. If you really like this episode, make sure you leave a flower bouquet in the comments. And also, if you love this video, you are gonna love the one that's linked right here somewhere on the screen. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.